Welcome to Pointless Conversations. I'm your host, Jesse, and today I'm going to be talking about Destination 23 announcements. And I'm going to name them all, and I'm going to tell you which ones I'm excited for and which ones I kind of don't really care about. The first one that I wanted to talk about was Ahsoka is coming to Star Tours. If you don't know, Star Tours is like a simulator type ride that takes you to different destinations in the Star Wars saga, and you meet different characters, and C-3PO is your co-pilot. They have an animatronic of him in the ride, so they're adding Ahsoka next spring. That's pretty cool. I still like Star Tours, even though Rise of the Resistance and some Smuggler's Run is better attractions. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I like Ahsoka. I like the show so far. I mean, it hasn't ended yet, but yeah, I'm excited for that. The other one I'm excited for is that they announced that the Hatbot Ghost is coming to the Haunted Mansion in Magic Kingdom at Disney World in November. So you don't know, at Disneyland they already have this animatronic in their attraction for a couple years. So the Florida version, the Magic Kingdom version is finally coming, which is about time because the Haunted Mansion is my favorite attraction of all time. I love that attraction. It's my favorite. I've mentioned this in the past, but it's like, if I don't ride this ride, it's not a Disney trip for me. But I'm happy that they're adding some new additions to the ride that does not disrupt the overall feel of the ride or have unnecessary updates. So the Hatbot Ghost, November 2023, I think is when they said it was coming. Now, the next announcement is of an attraction I really can care less about. And it's the Country Bear Jamboree. I actually saw it for the first time early. Was it early this year or last year? And yeah, I know there's some diehards that love that attraction. I am not one of them. I'm sorry, all the Disney purists out there, but the Country Bear is not my thing. But they're going to update it with a new act and new songs, and from the looks and sounds of it, they're going to be adding Disney songs in there because they did demo the Bare Necessities from the Jungle Book in the ride. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of Disney songs in this, which might actually make the attraction better for me because I am not a huge Country Bear Jamboree type of person. There's no date of when that's coming out. And I also heard a rumor that they're also updating the animatronics to be more up to date with more modern technology. Take that with a grain of salt. I just heard it from elsewhere. But yeah, maybe that will actually make me like this attraction a little bit more because I don't care for it. And it might be blasphemous for some Disney fans out there, but you know, whatever. There's some announcements for Disneyland. The Avengers Campus e-ticket attraction, which they just kind of showed the ride vehicle details, how it looked like. They had like concept art of it. It looks like it's going to be a simulator, maybe similar to the Spider-Man ride in Islands of Adventure at Universal, or similar to a Rise of the Resistance type of ride, or something like Star Tours. I don't know. It could be any of those things. Let's hope it's good. Well, that's going to be for Disneyland. The next one is a new the way they put it on the press is a new watering hole coming to Adventureland near Pirates of the Caribbean. So apparently it's going to either be a actual restaurant or a lounge themed to Pirates of the Caribbean, which I will love because I love Pirates of the Caribbean. It's my second favorite ride at Magic Kingdom, besides the Haunted Mansion. So I'm excited for that. I always love when they add new stuff to an existing area that complements that area instead of taking things away. So I'm happy about that. And then World Celebration is finally going to open, which is like the giant construction hole that is in the middle of Epcot right now. It's finally going to be all completely open with no walls in December. They mentioned briefly the one that's actually going to open soon is the Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. That's going to open in October 16th. And they're going to have a Moana meet and greet. I'm excited for that. I've already seen videos of it, and it looks very nice for a walkthrough attraction. It's not an e-ticket. It's not something that's going to blow your mind, but it's a nice addition to Epcot, and it fits well. Me personally, I think it fits well in that area of Epcot because the land and the Nemo, that's all considered nature, and I think it fits. Now, people have been saying that Moana should have been at Animal Kingdom. Well, those people are morons. You know why I say they're morons? Because nothing in that attraction references animals. There is no references of animals other than certain characters from the movie. The attraction is about water. It has nothing to do with animals. Just because aesthetically it will fit in Animal Kingdom doesn't mean that should be in Animal Kingdom. It just shouldn't. There is no animal. It's about water. Water conservation and keeping water clean and the journey of water. It fits Epcot more because of what it's about than Animal Kingdom. So the people who say, oh, it should be at Animal Kingdom really need to reconsider because there's no animals in that attraction other than characters from the movie. And it doesn't talk about animals. It talks about water. Specifically water. There's nothing in Animal Kingdom talks about water. Just saying, I don't understand these Disney fans when they say that. It's really dumb. Come at me at the comments, I don't care. But you know it's true. And then the other thing from that's debuting at Epcot is Luminous, the Symphony of Us, which sounds just like Harmonious. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they have some original music like they have in Happily Ever After, because with Happily Ever After they have the intro that's an original song mixed in with the Disney stuff and then the ending with the original song. I'm hoping this is the same, where we have an original song to start things off and then something that brings it to Epcot, some more Epcot themed things in the fireworks show, hopefully, and then end it with the original song. Just keep the structure like Happily Ever After, but more Epcot. That's all I'm saying. And then this one's really exciting. They're gonna reimagine Test Track for the third time. I am super excited for this. I'm old enough to remember the original Test Track, which I liked. A lot of people do not like the new Tronish. I personally do. I like it. I like both versions of it. But I think I like both versions of it. But this one is going to be reimagined, and it's going to be inspired by the original World of Motion. And when World of Motion was around, I was a baby. So I don't remember anything about World of Motion other than what I've seen clips on YouTube and stuff. So it's really exciting what they're going to do to make it feel like or inspired by World of Motion. And I know a lot of Disney fans really like that one. I just don't remember it, so I can't really say my personal experience about World of Motion, so to speak. Then there's other stuff that I don't really care about too much because I'm not really... I heard great things about the cruise ships and stuff, and one day I'll do it, but I'm not a huge cruise ship person. I think the only cruise ship I will ever want to do would be a Disney one. So tell me if I'm wrong. Being not a beach water kind of person, should I go to a freaking cruise? Let me know. And then they briefly talked, and this is like blue sky, this is not official. They briefly talked about the expansion behind Thunder Mountain in the Magic Kingdom. So I don't know if you guys remember, but they announced blue sky ideas of what was going to go where Tom Sawyer's Island currently is behind Thunder Mountain. And the ideas was Coco, Encanto, and a villains area. That was the idea. Well, obviously those have changed. They didn't really go into specific what's going in there. I'm hoping for villain land, like the whole area just be villain land. That's my hopes, that it's all villain land. If not, I'm okay with Coco, and the reason I don't mention Encanto is because we'll get to that. But yeah, if it's not an all villains land, then I want a Coco something. Though I personally think that Coco should probably be at Epcot, but that's just my personal opinion. I just don't know. They would have to expand the Mexico Pavilion because the current ride that's there is very small. And I don't think they can do Coco justice in such a small show building and small short ride. And the queue is very small, so it would be extremely hard to fit a lot of people in there. So that's just me. The next thing I'm super excited about, because I love this movie, is the new Zootopia show that is going to go to the Tree of Life Theater. If you don't know, the Bugs Life is the current show that's in the Tree of Life. And I think it's been there since opening. Yes, I think it's been there since opening. It's a cute ride. It's a cute show. It has an amazing animatronic of Hopper and Flick. Some people love this attraction. Some people hate it, especially if they don't like insects and spiders and, being poked. But Zootopia, I think that's a great idea. I don't know how relevant Bug's Life is currently. I like the movie, but Zootopia is more current. So I think updating that theater with something current that's animal themed seems like a good idea to me. I hope they have an animatronic in there, just like the original show, of one of the characters of Zootopia. It kind of looks like they will. And it looks like maybe they might expand the screen, or maybe make it more immersive. But I really hope that what if they replace it, they do it justice and it's fun. The next thing, what I'm really excited about, is the Dinoland is getting replaced with Encanto and Indiana Jones. Now, I'm excited for this because Dinoland needed an update, but I'm not sure how these two properties relate to animals. Now, with Encanto, there was, and I can't remember his name, there was the little boy that can communicate with animals. So maybe the attraction will feature that part of Encanto a little bit more than the rest of the family. or they will focus more on the animal aspect of Encanto, of like, oh, you know, animals of that region of Colombia. And then Indiana Jones, I have a feeling they're just retheming dinosaur. I just hope it's not an exact clone of the one at Disneyland, and that they incorporate something about animals in there. Some mythology of an animal, like maybe a mythology of that region of an animal that we're searching or being attacked or something. Like, make the mythology of some creature that way, like just like the Yeti at the Everest, like some kind of mystical creature that we're looking for. That way it ties into Animal Kingdom, because, you know, in Animal Kingdom we have imaginary animals with the Avatar, and, you know, that's the whole point of Animal Kingdom, is having animals, real animals, and then imaginary animals. So if they can make Indiana Jones with some kind of mythology around it about an animal, then I feel like that would work. Like, I don't think they're going to use the Yeti again, because I don't think the Yeti is Central or South American, because that's what that area is going to be themed to. But that's my idea of, if they do it that way, where they focus it on animals, because that's what Animal Kingdom is about, then I think it's very exciting, and I hope they do a good job, and I hope it comes sooner than later. Like, I don't want to wait like 7 years for this to come out, because Disney, I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but you guys need to speed up your construction. You guys take way too long. Universal literally can like do stuff in a couple months or a year, and you guys are like 7 years for one attraction. It's, yeah, I don't know why they do that, but Disney, do better. Another quick thing is that they're talking about Figment is gonna do a meet and greet, which is fine. Like, I'm not a huge Figment person, but it is what it is. And one last thing that they mentioned also was that Soaring Over California is coming back to Epcot this month. So I definitely got to make a visit to Epcot. They also mentioned a lot of stuff overseas, which maybe I'll do like a separate video for that. But yeah, those are all the announcements. I think I'm excited the most for the Encanto and Indiana Jones and the Zootopia. I think those are the most exciting things for me. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of what's the least exciting thing for me. I'm actually excited for Country Bear, even though I'm not a fan of the original. Like, but I will like to see what they do to it to modernize it, because that attraction needs it. But yeah, I'm excited for everything that's coming, because lately on the internet people have been so negative, and I get it. You know, they charge so much money and they do this and they do that, but there's just so much negativity online, and I'm just gonna try to be positive and try to just be excited for something for once, because so many people online are just always raining on everyone's parade. Can we just be optimistic for once? Just for once. And with that, I'm out. Peace.